Ah, that feels sweet. Oh boy. Finally, some excitement into the Formula One season. Finally. How does Red Bull feel now? How does Red Bull, especially Christian Horner, feel now? Like I said on my previous videos, Christian Horner has had this agenda, this personal agenda to try and stop Mercedes. They tried to stop Lewis in Austria. They did, temporarily. They tried to stop him in Austria, going to the steward saying you need to look further on the video footage. What he done with Albon, giving him a 5-second time penalty, doing everything he can to try and put Mercedes off, but it didn't work. He's been screaming at the stewards even before the season started. This is during the pandemic, during this COVID-19, even though the COVID-19 is still going on. This is during the early stages of the COVID-19, bitching to the stewards, saying, come on, we need to have a reverse grid. We should try and mix it up a bit. If Mercedes get pole, they should start off on 8th. A nice reverse grid. He was suggesting that for Silverstone. Did it work? No. And then the latest one coming, we need to ban party modes. We can't have party modes in the qualifying because it's not fair. It's not fair. Well, hold on for a minute. This Red Bull tastes good, man. Tastes good. He even said, look, he said, we need to ban party modes. We can't have party modes because Mercedes have got the advantage. We can't do that. We need to ban it. So the stewards, clueless stewards, and I'll get into that later about the clueless stewards, they gave in and they said, no, we need to ban, at Monza, we're going to ban it. We're not going to have no more party modes. Damon Hill was saying it ain't going to make no difference. Johnny Herbert said it was going to make no difference. Carew said it was going to make no difference. They all said it ain't going to make no difference. But Christian Horner still pursued his mission to try and stop Mercedes. He knows he can't do it properly. He knows he can't do it through the engine. No Honda engine is going to beat a Mercedes engine at a full season. Not going to happen. It's not 1988 where Honda was on top with the Ayrton Senna and the Frost days. No. This is 2020. This is the Mercedes era. This has been the Mercedes era since 2014. He had his little running from 2010 to 2013. Yeah, Red Bull was on top of it. Good for him. Red Bull was on top of it. Red Bull, in the last era, they was good. They got 4 championships in a row. And they got it. But no, it is over now. It is over. This is the Mercedes era. And this is out to the Ferrari fans. This is out to the Red Bull fans. This is out to the McLaren fans. This is the Mercedes era. So what's more he's going to say? He's going to say, look, they can't have the exhaust pipe. They can't have the wing. They can't have the aerodynamics. They're going to do everything they can to try and stop Mercedes. But the thing about it, breaking news just coming as I'm going to talk about him. This moron, Christian Horner, because that's what he is, a spiteful moron. You got Toto Wolff come and said we was always going to issue. They had it already on paper. They had it issued already that it was going to go to the FIA. Before Christian Horner started bitching to the stewards and to the FIA, they already said that they had it all set up to ban the party mode anyway. They had this already issued 2 months ago. 2 months ago. So when you had Christian Horner coming onto the TV and say, look, we need to ban this, we need to ban this. Mercedes must have been laughing their socks off at Christian Horner and Red Bull. Because he is an embarrassment. He is an embarrassment. And I don't care if you're like the Max Verstappen, I don't give a shit. I don't care if you like Max Verstappen, or you like Red Bull, you like Christian Horner. I like Christian Horner, but he has been an utter moron. He's embarrassed himself. He's embarrassed the team. He's embarrassed Helmut Marko. He's embarrassed the brand Red Bull. He's a complete and utter mess. Mercedes flew out the blocks and they said, you know what? You want to ban it? You want to try and ban the party mode? Yeah, okay then. Ban the party mode. And what did Lewis go and do? Boom! Fastest lap in F1 history. Not just the track. Not just the fastest track on the fastest lap of the week. Not the fastest lap of the month. Not the fastest lap of the year. Not the fastest lap of the 2 years. No, but the fastest lap ever in the history of F1. And the second fastest lap in the history of F1 is Valtteri Bottas. 1 and 2 Mercedes. So there's a slap in the face to Christian Horner. There's a slap in the face to Red Bull. And what you going to do? All the haters are going to come out here. Oh yeah, but they got this, they got this. No. Fingy said it the best yesterday. Lando Norris come out yesterday and he said it the best. He says, at the end of the day, if you work the hardest and you got the best team, you're going to win Grand Prix. That's it. You're going to win races. So, trying to... Because Christian Horner knows he's not going to do it by straight line speed. He hasn't got it in his arsenal. It's not in his team. It's not in his engine. It's not even in his factory. And it's not even in his dirty pants. It's never going to happen. Red Bull are not going to beat Mercedes with a Honda engine. So he knows that's not going to happen. So he's trying to do like dirty tactics to try and stop Mercedes. And he's made himself look stupid. Even Valtteri Bottas. Who would ever thought Valtteri Bottas took a pop at Christian Horner in the press conference? Bottas said, I'm sure now, he says, I'm not sure now happy Red Bull is. He's not sure how happy Red Bull is with the quali mode ban. And the press people was laughing at the joke because it was funny. Because you never think Bottas was going to take a swipe at Mercedes. I'm going to take a swipe at Red Bull. That's more Hamilton style. Hamilton will say it, but he'll say it in a dignified way. He's not going to come out and say bum 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 like a flipping, like a savage. He's going to do it in a clever way. Bottas is usually the quiet one, but Bottas come out and says, I'm not sure how happy Red Bull is with the mode ban gone, with the party mode gone. So where did Max Verstappen finish? He didn't even finish second, didn't finish third, didn't finish fourth. He finished in 5th place. Max Verstappen has finished in 5th place. So this quali mode ban that Christian Horner was talking about, what Christian Horner was going, nah, we need to stop Mercedes from having this party mode. This party mode that was talking about, that's made Red Bull even worse. Usually Red Bull get 3rd place, maybe 2nd, depends if, depends what track it is. But let's face it, it's been Mercedes 1 and 2, then Red Bull. Max Verstappen 3rd. Max Verstappen is not even in the top 3 of the grid. He's in 5th place. And that's because of Christian Horner running his big gums, going straight to the stewards, going straight to the FIA and saying, you know what? We need to take this off, We can't have this party mode. And what's happened? It's compromised Red Bull. Look at them now. Christian Horner must feel like an idiot. But he's going to come out in Sky Sports tomorrow. Little man, hard man, thinks he's hard. He's going to stand there like this and he's going to defend his position. Just like he's defending Albon. We all know this time next season, Albon is not going to be at Red Bull. Christian Horner can come out in the news as much as he wants. He can come out and say, oh yeah, Albon's a great driver, we're going to stick by him. But we know how Red Bull roll. When come next season, Gasly most likely is going to be back in that seat. Most likely. And Albon's going to be back at Toro Rosso. Well, not Toro Rosso, AlphaTauri. So he's just embarrassing himself. Press are laughing about Christian Horner at Red Bull. I bet Helmut Marko's not happy. I bet Helmut Marko's going to say, look, that's enough. Stop complaining to the FIA. Stop complaining to the stewards. We've made us in a worse position. We're in a worse position now than it was 2 weeks ago. Because he thought it was... Look, you can be too smart. You can be too smart. You can overcomplicate things. You should have just kept it simple. Settle for 3rd place. Because you're not going to win the championship. Max Verstappen has told you so many times they're not going to win the championship. He's saying, look, let's be realistic. He's been saying it for the whole season. He's been consistent for the whole of the season. He's been saying, look, we're not going to get anywhere. We're not going to win. We're not going to win the title. All we can do is settle for third place. Go bird watching like he's in Austria. In Austria, he was counting the cows. And when he was at Silverstone, Verstappen said when he was in third place, he was counting the sheep in the field. Basically saying he knows we ain't getting anywhere. So you got Max Verstappen, your top driver, coming out and saying in the press, we're going to be realistic. We're not fast enough. Honda engine is not going to beat the Mercedes engine. Not going to happen. Not in 2020 or not. In 88 it would have, but not in 2020. He needs to wake up because he's embarrassing himself. Less is more. It's always the way, less is more. You try and complicate things, and the more you knock on that door, it's coming back on you, and that's what's happened. I bet he lives at the steward's office. I bet he's got the FIA and the steward in his back pocket. Because every time Christian Horner raises a flag, they do something about it. The FIA are absolutely clueless. Look at the qualifying during practice session. We had that complete and utter mess in practice. You had cars bunching up. What was happening? They said, the FIA said, what we're going to do, we're going to call 8 of the drivers into the steward's office. And what did they do? Nothing. Nobody got penalties. Nobody got fined. No teams got fined. What happened? Nothing. Absolutely pathetic. Why are they there? It was the same with Ferrari, and Ferrari's on top. It was the same thing. Try and stop the hate success. If the teams want to beat Mercedes, put your money in your pocket and do the hard work. Put the money into the kitty and do the hard work. Stop trying to do tactics to try and stop Mercedes. If you've got a good team and you work hard enough, it will happen. But don't go to the stewards and start saying, oh yeah, Mercedes this, Mercedes that. Because look now, you look like an utter morons. And that's it. If you don't agree with me, suck my balls. Simple. Unbelievable the way he's embarrassed the team. He's embarrassed the team, man. It's all over the news. Look, Lewis Hamilton party mode. There you go, Mercedes. Lewis Hamilton's mate. It says Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes party on with the fastest F1 ever lap. Fastest lap in F1 history. Look at it. No, look, you just tweeted Mercedes. No party, no problem. It's all over the internet. You've embarrassed Red Bull. Red Bull, no tweet from Red Bull. They're silent. They're hugging the pillow tonight. He's probably going over his notes. He's probably got his press secretary going over with his notes and so look, you're going to say this, you're going to say this tomorrow. Christian Horner will come out tomorrow. You're hard, man. He'll come out tomorrow and swear blind that he done the right thing. But he knows deep down he never. He knows he's getting embarrassed. He's getting embarrassed every time. This is why Lewis Hamilton just smiles. He sits there and he smiles at all the marks that hate him. You got all these guys, they all hate him. The fucking Ferrari fans, they're all out there. They all say, oh, we don't like Lewis, don't like Lewis. But how many times did Ferrari try to get Lewis Hamilton? And Lewis Hamilton would not leave Mercedes because it's in his DNA. He's always been with Mercedes. When he was at McLaren, it was a Mercedes engine. He was under the Mercedes program. He's with Mercedes now. Why would he want to go to Ferrari, a struggling team? No. You don't need to. He's start Mercedes. He's going to be a 7-time world champion. He's going to be an 8-time world champion. He's going to be the same next year. Red Bull ain't going to win nothing. Ferrari ain't going to win nothing. It's going to be Mercedes again, breaking records. He's going to equal Moshe if he wins the Grand Prix on Sunday. I'm not saying it's a given. Anything can happen at Monza. It could get done on the toll. I think he might get slipstream. Bottas might get a slipstream off Hamilton. They might get caught up. He might crash. You don't know. Anything could happen. But I'm saying if he does, if he wins that race tomorrow, he will equal Michael Schumacher's 91 race wins. And he goes to Mugello next week in front of the Tifosi, whatever's left of him. Right, I think they're going to have the health service there. The people, the Italians, the health service, like the equivalent of our NHS. They're going to have their health service, firefighters there. Which is a nice touch by Ferrari. The people that helped them through the pandemic. The firefighters, the ambulance people, the doctors, the nurses, whatever, they're going to be there at the track at Mugello. And you're going to see Hamilton, if he wins that, he's going to pass Michael Schumacher's record at an Italian track. That is going to be something special. Passing the Michael Schumacher's record of 91 race wins at Mugello. That is going to be amazing because I love that track, Magello. I love playing it on Assetto Corsa. Never actually been there. I want to go there. It's one of them lovely tracks. It's lovely. It reminds me of Austria a little bit like Austria. But it's it's got a lot of slow speed corners, and it's going to be an amazing race. That track will probably suit Red Bull. But again, Red Bull's still not going to win it. It's not going to happen. Just face it, Christian Horner. Do one. Go back to the drawing board. Go do your hard work. Stop bitching to the stewards. Let it go. It's all over. Mercedes are dominated and love it. See, if Ferrari's accepted it. They know that Mercedes are the best and they can't do nothing about it. McLaren's accepted it. They've all accepted it. But you, because you know that Ferrari in a bad time at this time, you know if Ferrari was kicking ass like there was a couple of years ago, you wouldn't have a nay chance. You'd be settling for third place that you've been doing the last couple of years. The last 4 years. Since 2015, you know for a fact, you won't be bitching. And because you know that Ferrari are out of it, you're doing your best to try and stir the pot, to try and put Mercedes off, throw them off the game, to maybe you could try and get Max Verstappen through and win the title. But it ain't going to happen. You're not good enough. The only team that's going to beat Mercedes in the future is going to be Ferrari. No one else is going to knock them off the game. Maybe McLaren when they got Mercedes engine, but I'm not sure about that. But in my opinion, the only team what's going to beat Mercedes, the next team to beat Mercedes for the constructors, and the next guy to win the championship is going to be a Ferrari driver after Lewis Hamilton. George Russell might come to Mercedes, win the title. There you go. George Russell, one of my favourite drivers of all time. I've loved George Russell from the old days, before he was in Formula 2. So George Russell, he might come to Mercedes, win the title. But what I'm saying, the next non-Mercedes team to win the championship is going to be Ferrari. It ain't going to be Red Bull. Because I can't see Max Verstappen staying there for a couple more years. As soon as his contract's up, he's going to be off. I'm not surprised if Max Verstappen ends up at Mercedes. I wouldn't be surprised. So, you know what I mean? You're doing your best, Horner. But look, instead of bitching to the stewards, do the hard work. Instead of standing there thinking you're James Bond next to your fucking Aston Martin. You're not James Bond, by the way. Instead of standing there next to your Aston Martin or think you're James Bond with the Red Bull thing at the back, Aston Martin. Do the hard work, get your team better, and try and beat Mercedes the right way. Ferrari tried it with the questionable oil cup last year. They had the questionable oil, the questionable tinkering with the car to get the straight line speed. That's what they had to do to beat Mercedes at Monza. They had to turn up there to tweak the engine. They had to flip and put the dodgy oil into the engine to try and make the car faster to beat Mercedes. Because even the Ferrari knew that they couldn't beat Mercedes. That's the only way they could have beat Mercedes. And they done it. They got found out. They paid off the stewards and the FIA behind closed doors. And that was it. They knew. And as soon as they took that oil out and turned down the engine, where's Ferrari? Nowhere. That's when you know they were putting stuff in that engine. They might be putting rocket fuel in that engine for we knew. And then you got Red Bull now. Forget it, man. Do the hard work if you want to beat Mercedes. Done. So I'm not even gonna go through the I'm gonna go through the qualifying. Look. Right. Qualifying's gonna start, yeah. This is how we go. Magnussen, Charles, Gasly. They're the first ones deleted as always. Magnussen, Charles, Gasly, lap deleted in the Q1. They never got eliminated. They're the ones what got the lap deleted. That last corner, everybody was going over the line. I think Valtteri Bottas during practice 3 went over the line and his lap shouldn't have counted, but he did count it. It did count. I think it was practice 3. I'm not sure if it was practice 3 or practice 2, but he had a lap. He got the fastest lap in Q2 or Q3, one of them. And he went over the line, but the steward said, "Look, it was a lap, and he got the fastest lap." In my opinion, Bottas, right? He should have got his lap deleted. So Q1, Magnussen got his lap deleted. Charles got his lap deleted. Radio saying I can't improve. Albon coming. You got this is what I'm talking about. Albon now. This is when you know that the turning the heat up on Albon. They come on the radio and said to Albon, the steward, the radio, the team, technical team, his team, whoever it is, they said, "Look. Can't you go any faster?" Saying to Albon, "Why can't you go faster?" No comment from Albon. So that's when you know, I don't care what Christian Horner says that was supporting him. You're turning the heat up on him now. And this is where it's all going to go wrong. And he said that Albon's, the thing I love about Albon, it's what Christian Horner said. This is what made me laugh. He said that Christian Horner says that Albon has got, the thing I love about Albon has got resilience. People can say what they want about him, but he just bangs it back. And to me, when Albon's getting interviewed, it looks like he's pulling his hair out. He stands there like that. It looks like he's having a fit. So resilience, I don't know what you're talking about there, Christian Horner. Again, chatting shit again. So we got Ocon blocking Kimi. It was a mess, complete mess. The stewards told him, look, no more blocking, get on with your lap, start holding people up. What happened? Ocon was blocking Kimi. Kimi said, you're an idiot for blocking me. It was a complete mess. It's the same at Monza, just like last year. We didn't even get a Q3 last year at the end. Everybody slowed each other down and come out last and we had nothing. It was similar like in the first qualifying. Kimi was getting blocked by Ocon. And at the end of that, Grosjean went out, Vettel went out. Vettel was out. Look, Ferrari driver at Monza. Look, they expected it. They knew coming into this Grand Prix, they expected that they're not going to get into Q3. But Vettel went out in Q1, so he had enough. Vettel pulled out of the lap at the end. He said, this is a joke, this is a mess. Went straight into the pits and that was it. Vettel just can't, I think Vettel just can't wait to leave this team. The team is dog shit. The engine is dog shit. The Benitio guy is dog shit. I don't care what anybody says. You can defend him all you want. They need to change the whole team. They need to change the management. It's over for Ferrari. And it's a shame because they are one of the great teams in the history of Formula 1. They've been there from the beginning. I got respect for Ferrari. They're a great team. They are a great team. I'd love to see Ferrari battling with Mercedes. I used to love that in 2018 and 2019. And even 2012. No, not 2012 because Mercedes was shit in 2012. But in 2015, 2016, 17, Ferrari were battling with Mercedes. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I want to see that again. I want my Ferrari to get back the way there was. Challenging Ferrari. And I want Ferrari to get back the way there was. Challenging Mercedes. That's what I meant to say. Ferrari should be up there, man. And you can see I love, you got Italy, you got the pizza, the Italian flag. I love the music. Dun, 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? I love Italy, man. I love the food. I love the country. My dad's quarter Italian. You know what I mean? I'm a British man, but my dad's quarter Italian. You know what I mean? I love Italy, man. And I want Ferrari back the way battling with Mercedes. That's what I want to see. Right, and so now, Q2. Mercedes ordered, resumed. Lewis Hamilton coming out getting a 1:19.0. Fastest lap, and straight after that, Bottas beating it by 1:18.9. Done. So Mercedes was turning, they had no party mode, but they was turning something up. They were turning heads. Because I couldn't believe when Bottas come out with that time, I went, whoa, Lewis ain't going to beat that time. He ain't going to, but it was Q2. So since not this, so the Q3, Q2, Leclerc was out, Raikkonen was out, Magnussen was out, Kvyat was out, and Ocon. And you know what? I'll tell you something now, yeah. I'll tell you something now. But Ferrari, this is the first time since 1984 that the Ferrari has not got into Q3 at Monza. And that is a shame. But sometimes I say, sometimes you need to hit rock bottom to go back up. Because when you're at your lowest, there's only one way up, and that is up. There's only one way. That's up, not down. And once you hit rock bottom, that's it. It's all up from there. And I want Ferrari, because Ferrari's got the team, they got the money. They're a big team. Mercedes, Ferrari, two biggest team in F1. And I know for a fact Ferrari will come back. I'm not sure when they're going to come back. It's not a given they're going to come back in 2022. Not guaranteed. But they will come back. In 4 to 5 years, Ferrari's going to be up there again, challenging Mercedes within that time. So, Q3 coming. Not so much bunting. Mercedes kept coming out faster. Faster and faster and faster. I mean, when the Q3, every qualifying, Mercedes always come out first. Mercedes come out first in Q1, quick, so they didn't get caught up in the shit. Verstappen was in Q1. Verstappen was third, trying to get the toe off Lewis or off Bottas, depends which one went out first. Q3 was the same. They came out 1 and 2 Mercedes. Bottas come out first, I think. Lewis come out second. and they come out and got the fastest lap in history, Lewis Hamilton, and second fastest lap in history was Valtteri Bottas, and that was a slap in the face to Red Bull to say, shut the fuck up and go and do your job. And that was it. And you got Lewis Hamilton on pole and Bottas second, and that's it, and it's over. That was the qualifying. I'm going to get into the standings now. Let's have a look at it, and we'll just see how the official results. I'm going to turn this around now. We got Lewis Hamilton pole, second Valtteri Bottas, third Carlos Sainz. Again, you know what I mean? Carlos Sainz, Perez in fourth, just tipped Perez at the end. I wanted Perez to get third, but he never it never worked out that way. Fifth place Max Verstappen. There you go, Horner. I'm not Red Bull. That tastes lovely. I prefer a Monster though, the Lewis Hamilton brand. So, sixth place Lando Norris. Seventh place Daniel Ricciardo. Everybody tipped Daniel Ricciardo to try to get in the top three. Didn't work out for him. He had a few problems in practice one, or no, practice two. No, practice three actually had a few. Practice three had a few problems on a Saturday morning. Practice three, and we thought it was the engine. It wasn't. I think it was a software issue. His car just suddenly stops. He had Paul the rest of the saying it's probably the software issue. Some were saying the engine, but it worked out. I think it was a glitch in the software, so he didn't get a penalty for it. So that was all right. But everybody thought Daniel Ricciardo would probably have a chance to get in the top three. It didn't work out for him. Daniel Ricciardo in 7th place, 8th place Lance Stroll, 9th place Alexander Albon, 7th place Pierre Gasly, 11th place Daniel Fiat, 12th place Ocon, 13th place Charles Leclerc, 14th place Kimi Raikkonen, 15th place Kevin Magnussen, 17th place Roman Grosjean, 17th place Vettel, and 18th place Antonio Giovinazzi, and 19th place George Russell, and 20th place Nicholas Latifi. Again, plumb last. And that's the qualifying. Let me see if we've got any interviews. Do the top three if we can. Yep, we got Carlos Sainz. We've got Lewis on here. Here we go. So we're gonna have the top three talking. Actually, we'll have the top three, and that is Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, and Carlos Sainz. So we're gonna start with Carlos Sainz first. That's cool. Adverts. Carlos Sainz is saying very, very happy with P3 at Monza qualifying. Yeah, I'm sure the Italian fans are happy as well because he's going to be a Ferrari driver next year. So this is the video.
Carlos.
We'll put it together and we'll go up.
Carlos. Incredible. Again, were you guys expecting this?
No, I know in P3 we were looking very strong, but we were like, the Red Bulls and the Renaults will put it together and we'll go a bit backwards. But honestly, since Q1 run 1, I went out, pushed flat out because I really wanted to go through with only one set again and save 2 sets for Q3. I saw a 20.0 on my dash and I was like, okay, this is looking good. And since then on, just chipping away a bit of lap time in every corner, and put it together and P3, so very, very happy.
Incredible stuff. Can you hope to keep this form into Sunday?
Looking at Friday pace, we're looking to a Red Bull and a Renault that should be quicker on race pace, but we're starting ahead. So it's going to be tricky because they are normally a bit better on race pace, but hopefully here we make their life complicated either around the pit stops or on track.
And we know that Racing Point have not necessarily come up to the standards we'd expect them to in race trim. With the Mercedes engine mode going into tomorrow, are they a threat?
The Racing Points are always a threat with the car they have. But apart from them, I think Ricciardo was very quick on Friday on race pace, and Verstappen, like always, should just follow the Mercs like he always does. No, so we have no place following the Mercs, and Verstappen maybe sometimes can do it with that Red Bull that looks always stronger in race trim. So let's see.
As you said, though, you got the track position.
We got the track position, so let's try and get a good start and see what we can do from there.
So Carlos Sainz being honest, saying, look, Red Bull are faster in race trim, which they are, and he can try and make it as hard as he'd make it as difficult as possible for Red Bull to try and get that third spot, because he knows that Red Bull faster in race trim. Ricardo's fast in race trim as well. Not necessarily faster, but he is fast in race trim. So it's going to be an interesting race tomorrow. It's going to be interesting. At least we've got a little bit more excitement. At least it's not going to be the same old crap every time. Seeing Mercedes 1 and 2 and Red Bull 3rd. That's all we've seen. That is all we've seen. And I'm glad that someone else is in 3rd place, apart from Max Verstappen. I would have liked to saw Perez there, Sergio, but he got beat by Carlos Sainz, and that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So we got, who else we got? We got 2nd place, Valtteri Bottas. He said he felt really fast all weekend.
At W.
More adverts. So yeah, see what happens. So this is Bottas saying he said he felt really fast all weekend at the Italian Grand Prix. Let's get that back there.
Off pole position around here, that's hello Valtteri. Less than 1/10 of a second off pole position around here, that's not an awful lot. Great lap.
Yeah, the laps were good. I was happy, and I've been feeling really fast all weekend. And really going into the qualifying, I felt confident, and the car felt good. Obviously, me running first, absolutely, yeah, by my choice this weekend. I had no toe from our analysis. It should have been okay, but actually now in Q2 I had once a toe, and then I set the fastest lap time and actually couldn't beat that time in Q3. So I'm not sure it was the right decision. But decision had been made, and here we are.
Feels like you've got something to do tomorrow. You've got the win possibly here. As you said, you've been feeling great. You've been feeling fast all weekend.
Yeah, it's the pace is there, so that's not an issue. It's about taking those opportunities, and obviously first chance is going to be the start and first lap. But even after that, on this type of track, hopefully there will be opportunities.
We see a lovely slipstreaming battle between the two of you for the race tomorrow.
I'm sure. I'll make sure it should be good to watch.
So Bottas still thinks he's going to pass Lewis tomorrow. He could do. He could get the slipstream. I remember the slipstream between Hamilton and Kimi in 2018. Just slipstreaming each other. And Bottas has got an equal car to Lewis Hamilton. And it's going to be interesting. That's why I said it's going to be an interesting race tomorrow. It's not a given that Lewis Hamilton's going to win tomorrow. It's not a given. Yeah. And that's it. You got me saying I'm going to give the Lewis Hamilton tomorrow. I'm just checking if I'm looking now. See if we've got the pole lap on here. Check if we've got it.
So when I needed an e-commerce...
There you go. More adverts. But anyway, yeah. We're going to check tomorrow. We're going to check now to see if we've got the onboard footage of Lewis Hamilton's pole lap. And after that, we'll give the interview. But I'm not sure if it's the one from Sky Sports, because I'm not doing no Sky Sports. Because I ain't going to get copyrighted for nothing. Let me just check in. I would show the video, but obviously I can't show the video. These adverts, man. Oh, we got that one. So what we're gonna do, yeah? We're gonna have the onboard. This is the onboard of the lap. This is Lewis Hamilton and Bottas's lap in Q3. Amazing. I'll play it again at the end. Let me just play the Lewis Hamilton video. Humbled by record-breaking Monza pole. Fastest lap in F1 history.
At WK.
More adverts, so we're going to get that sorted with the adverts. We're going to wrap up after this. We're going to do this interview and then we're going to put the onboard footage again of Lewis Hamilton's pole with Valtteri Bottas' second place.
Hey Lewis. Hey. Party mode or not, it is the fastest lap in Formula One history. How did it feel?
Honestly, it's...
Hey Lewis.
Hey.
Party mode or not, it is the fastest lap in Formula One history. How did it feel?
Honestly, it's... Every weekend it's very humbling to see what we do as a team. You know, we just keep going from strength to strength. It's really, really... I'm so grateful and happy with my guys. They just do an incredible job every weekend.
We were talking about it at the start of the weekend, the fact that these cars are the fastest they've been. This is the fastest track of the year. Just let us into the cockpit with you for a moment. When everything's on the line and you've got to be millimeter perfect, is it tension? Is it excitement, exhilaration?
I think probably a mixture of all of those, but I think there's a lot of stress, I would say. You know, you come up to that first corner at crazy speeds. I don't know what we're hitting, 340 or whatever it is, and you got to pick the perfect braking point. And then because we've got low downforce, you're kind of, the car's moving around a lot more. You're trying to utilize the tires, but not go too far over the 100% limit. And I'm telling you, it's give and take through the whole lap. There's not a lot of corners, but it's such a hard circuit.
Valtteri, less than a tenth of a second behind you. Could be a great scrap between you two for the win tomorrow.
Yeah, he's been really quick all weekend. I lost just over a tenth on my last lap, but he's been quick, been doing a great job, so it's definitely going to be close.
And it's going to be close. It's going to be a good race tomorrow. This is me wrapping up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Like, dislike, whatever you're going to do. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. I stream 4 to 5 days a week. And yeah, follow me on Twitch as well. Remember to hit the subscribe button on my YouTube. I hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to leave you with footage of Lewis Hamilton's pole lap. Let's get this on. And I'm going to disappear now. I'm going to put Lewis Hamilton's pole lap. This is his onboard braking lap. The footage I showed before was Bottas and Hamilton together. That's where you heard the two cars. But this is just Lewis's lap on its own. His record breaking fastest lap in the history of F1. A 1:18.887. Absolutely amazing. 1:18.887. This is Lewis Hamilton's onboard record-breaking pole lap. You know we gotta do that again. Let's just rewind it. Let's go rewind it. To the beginning.